Hi, I'm Donna from Nature, Crafts, and Critters. Today we're going to start our blog post by talking about one of the tools that I find absolutely necessary for looking at small nature items. And that is, of course, a magnifying glass. So this is a magnifying glass I started with many years ago. You can see it has a lovely crack through the middle. It's actually a hard plastic, almost like a glass. It was a great starting point, but I highly recommend actually skipping this step and moving right to a jeweler's loupe. The jeweler's loupe allows you to get in nice and close and personal with a 10 times magnification, so you can get in close to see little tiny things that are just beyond the naked eye. So you can just see them as little spots, but magnifying them 10 times allows you to actually see some of the details. So you can tell the difference between, say, a segmented worm and a tiny insect larva. So this is one of the fantastic things. This particular one I've had for more than 30 years. Yes, I am that old. But it was something that I wish I would have got. I actually usually put it on a chain and carry it around my neck, so it's handy, especially as a field biologist. You need stuff like this for identifying mosses and the smaller invertebrates for sure. Now, most recently, I found a new tool that really excites me, and it is just a simple little clip-on magnifier. It comes complete with a light that you can turn on. It's a bit tight to turn on. Make sure I'm turning it the right way. This particular one has a blue, which actually is for currency, taking a look at currency. But if you turn it the other way, it has a nice bright white light. And that really helps when you're looking in. Another thing that I also purchased is a small plastic container with a thin lid, so that you can use that to put small critters in to take a look at it with your hand lens and bring it close to your eye instead of having to put your eye close to a tabletop or something like that. Now, this clip-on actually clips right onto your phones. So I happen to have an iPhone, and if you simply clip it on, the lens goes on the lens side. So there's the lens, you clip it over here. It's a little bit of positioning that has to happen. Let me just turn this on. Sorry, it turned off on me, so I have to open my camera and we'll take a look. And so I can show you, once you position it, you'll be able to see this little circle, and whatever you're looking at is on the other side, and you can even take advantage of the magnifying of your camera. And it's awesome. It allows me to see all kinds of things. On this back tank right behind me, I get these little teeny, maybe 3 or 4 millimeter long worms that by the naked eye look just like worms, but if you look close, you can actually see their insect larvae. They have a distinct head, segments, and a little tail. So this is really useful for identifying those kinds of creatures. And if you don't know, you can videotape them, upload them on Facebook to various groups, and other people and experts will be able to help you identify what the things are that you're looking at. And there's so much in nature that's right at that level, especially in aquariums, a lot of tiny, tiny little objects. And it's also used for seeing little invertebrates if you're growing isopods or springtails or anything like that for your various cultures and critters. Then these allow you to get in nice and close and see the health of them and identify them and all of those kinds of things. So that's my tip for today. Definitely get some sort of magnifying lens. I'd advise skipping the hand lens just because they tend to get scratched really quickly, especially the plastic lenses. So it gets frustrating, you can't see it. Go with the glass jeweler's lens, or jeweler's loupe is the other name for it. I believe they're up to about $30. Make sure you get a good quality one, and it will last you pretty much a lifetime. This particular one has a cover on it when you put it in, so I've had no problem with it being scratched. And as I said, I hang it around my neck on a chain, and it's always handy. Or lately I've been actually just tucking it in a pocket, which is really handy. Dollar store for these little guys, and they're really handy as containers to see your stuff, and also to put little critters in to bring them home. It's a really handy dandy container. And I will put a link to I found this on Amazon.ca, I believe, or Amazon.com, one of the two. and I will put a link to it in the description of the video so that you can take a look. So thanks for joining me today, and I look forward to sharing other information with you in the future. Please subscribe and share it with your friends if you know other people. And so this channel is for kids, it's for adults, it's for anyone that's interested in nature.